Wonder how the sweet rock pile's doing. It was a fun thing to share this with the kids. Anybody know the lore of trail rocks? When I was younger and backpacking more, there'd always be a system and a setup of those on the peaks of the different near mountains. I mean, they were only technically mountains. This portion of the trail is certainly far from that. Having not gone this particular direction on the trail before, hopefully I don't take a wrong turn at Albuquerque, as Bugs Bunny used to say. Because while I'm not picking wifey up at yoga, I have an appointment at yoga. Got to be at the yoga studio at 6 p.m. for yin yoga. Did the first session of that last week. There was this one particular pose. I'll try to remember what it's called. But more or less, you take these blocks and they're underneath. Yeah, we're good. They're underneath your spine. So you lay down with these blocks stacked under your spine as you're laying on your back. They were setting me up on that thing. And I'm like, man, I got that lower bulging disc, and I was thinking, this is gonna go one of two ways, maybe three. Okay, here we go. And it was okay. It was okay till I kind of got to work and my chair made me twist funny, so my back's been feeling funny. So I guess it's going to be more like going one of four ways. Speaking of going, my oldest nephew is graduating high school this week. What a remarkable journey that's been. I was thinking of it, just how far things have gone from 16 years ago when we first started helping with his custody and, kind of got him out of my brother's house, not really knowing what would happen. Wild twists and turns. But what happens is life happens. Putting that together with some of my recent reflections, maybe as much as we think we're going against the current, we're still part of this life force flow. And there you are. Might end up having a semi-steep downhill, but I don't know. Guess we'll see. I'm unlikely to get lost, given the trail being 7 freaking feet wide, but leave it to me. Used to be able to ride bikes through here. Which, of course, maybe you didn't. Maybe I used to ride bikes through here. That right there is the last little hill climb of the one trail that I usually take y'all on. Oh, so all that other stuff being said, 3-day work week, but restructured the hours, so that's 3/10s, which some of y'all probably find laughable that a 10-hour day would be a long day. And honestly, it's not much longer than what I in effect work now, which was 9. So, be all right. The early start was a weird way to do it, though. I'm gonna guess it was the logic of the summertime, because it gets so dang hot. You're more effective in the morning when it's cool. I don't know. You know, just like that, just saw a sign that told me I was on the wrong trail. Fucking gaslight my ass. What's the matter? You witchy? Are you happy? You ready to go? Come on, let's go. Crazy thing about out here, and I know I keep saying it, these have got to be amazing deer woods, but in all my time of being out here, I haven't seen one. And I've camped in these woods overnight. Granted, I haven't in earnest, tracked, set up game cameras or anything like that. And there may be enough space where the critters can just flat out avoid these, what do you say, populated areas? I guess you'd have to be here to really notice. That little rustle we heard a minute ago reminded me of that, albeit that wasn't a deer. There's not really any many squirrels out here either, now that I think about it. You guys actually have my wife to thank for this video. I wasn't going to do it. My daughter was coming back from Minnesota, and one of her connecting flights got delayed, so she had to reschedule her flight, which put us getting over to Orlando to pick her up at about 7 this morning. Then we stopped by my favorite place to be, Asian Market in Orlando. Came back, took a nap, because oddly, she was told that it was a flat tire, but I saw in the news that Denver, one of the other airlines at the time that she was in Denver, they had a person walk across the runway and get sucked into an engine. Kind of surreal to know the timing of how her flight through Denver was and the delay she had in Denver, and then catching that video. That was pretty wild. Not sure that has to do with, say, the delay in the news cycle, or just the bullshit people are told. I don't think I'm going to share that story with anyone else. We should always pick on the Bigfoot and skunk monkey hunters. See that right there? Yeah. You say that's a bunch of logs just laying on a thing. But that there, my friends, that is a structure. That's right. Skunk monkey building himself a house. And I think for those of y'all scoring at home, there's a woodpecker on there. But he's not one of the big ones. He's a little woodpecker. Is this a girl woodpecker? I don't know. Oh, they're winning me over. That doesn't look random at all. There's some Blair Witch shit. Speaking of spooky stuff, there was this one time when I was backpacking, and it was in this area that was rumored to be haunted, and we made it to they did cattle on that property too, but we made it to this one particular cattle gate. We walked through it as a crew. The instructions are, of course, close the cattle gate behind you. Well, we walked through the cattle gate. Everything was good. Kept walking for a while. All of a sudden, things started looking real similar. Came up on what seemed to be the same cattle gate again. It's a little weird, but maybe there's more than one cattle gate. Mind you, this is in the time before GPS and everything else. Walked along, same cattle gate again. Walked along, same cattle gate again. A couple nights later, I'm not going to tell anybody how we made it out, but a couple nights later, when we were staying at the ranch, we told the story of the lost hikers. Wonder if that was us.